Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check the update, but before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you need the content. So we're gonna have some extra comments at the end because there's a lot to talk about regarding the controversy of the update and more controversies, but also some recommendations on what to do. So let's just start with the update. And the first thing that we have to mention is that we have the renewal of Sora. So her model is updated. Where is Sora? Here she is. Her model is updated. Not only that, she has a new features. You can take off the tail, you can take off the ears separately, and most of her skins have a ton of adjustments. I really like what they did. Um, Not only that, she also has a leader skill that allows her to use a new, well, to inflict a new debuff that is Heavenly Punishment. Heavenly Punishment, if you want to know, is going to increase your damage. It says over here increases damage taken by 3%, decreases speed by 3%, and decreases critical resistance by 2% per stacks. And you can have up to 5 stacks, so that's 15, 15, and 10% at max stacks. So that's pretty good. The skills receive a ton of adjustments. Basically, they are the same, but at the same time, they are different. The animation is different. The time that it requires you to launch a skill is different. The effects are different. Though they do the same. For example, we still have the counter and we still have the reflective damage. But yeah, for example, they hear me out on this one, and now this provides a damage increase and in speed increase for 6 seconds instead of having the damage increase on one specific color, which is good. It is pretty good. It makes the skill viable to some degree. Now, obviously, with the renewal, we have the packages which come with the renewal weapon and a demonite and other resources, and also the renewal package for the character, which comes with the character, a bunch of skins, some seasonals, some permanents. It also comes with the Celestial Fox Sora supporter, which is extremely good and probably you want to get. It also comes with 1,000 gems, another copy of the Renewal Weapon. If you ask me, this renewal in particular is good value because this support is definitely worth it. And it got a ton of skins, so perhaps you want to get it. But we'll talk about that later. As usual, with the renewal, we have a new banner, and it's going to be for the renewal weapon. Is the weapon worth it? Yes, it is. Increased damage by 30% at 5 out of 5 and gives 20% penetration at base. So, I mean, that's extremely aggressive. Not only that, when using the skill, fire two Firefox shots and deal damage equal to 180%. That's gonna be 360% when 5 out of 5. I mean, honestly, it is not that difficult to say that this is a good weapon when we compare the Momochi weapon. Sora was not a fast attacker. She could be used as a supporter, yeah, but I mean, there are better supporters to use the Momochi weapon. And Freikugel Samel, while it's a fun alternative for DPS, is not the greatest option. Honestly, a particle charge to do an active, it requires a very specific build, so that's not good. Also, the SR was probably her best weapon. It was anti-demon. Unfortunately, it means that you can only use her effectively against one trait, but it's still a pretty good weapon. Everything else was pretty mid, so the renewal weapon is obviously going to be the best weapon for Sora. Not only because of the trend, but also because she didn't have that many weapons to begin with. If we go to collection, to weapons, and we select only Sora over here. Obviously, she has the demonic weapon, but the demonic weapon is never good. And that's it. She doesn't have other weapons. Of course, the PvP and staples, but those don't give you effects for in most cases. Now, again, with the renewal, we have the campaign. This campaign is going to give you a lot of rewards by awakening Sora, leveling her up, increasing her affinity, having costumes, and playing with her. Be sure to grab them and be sure to play with her so that you get all the rewards. And, well, yeah, that's kind of it for the renewal. Now, let's check what else. Balance adjustment, all of this. Oh, yeah, the archive. We already have the second chapter, the second episode of the archive, and that means that we're going to be able to claim some rewards, some gems. Let's see. It is a little bit less. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's more. It's more. That's odd, but okay. I'll accept that. So we have 8 events. No. That's 15 events over here, which will give you a copy of the supporter. And there are various rewards this month where you will be able to grab F2P supporters. My recommendation, guys, grab Yamato Susune from this ticket. You're gonna get 1 copy over here. You're gonna get another copy over here. You're gonna get another copy on the Total War, and you're gonna grab another copy on the login bonus. So that's an S level 4 Susune. It's definitely a great deal because even at 35% damage increase, she's really useful. So I do recommend that you grab that one in particular. Now, what else do we have? Let's see. Oh yeah, we have a ton of campaigns, missions, and such. So, first of all, the campaigns. AP multiplier increase in event story, which it is whatever. Daily quest intimacy points gain up, which again it is whatever. But it is thematic for one of the things that came with the update. Then, the Total War weekly missions, of course. We have missions, red missions. So, we're gonna get an item that increases affinity. It only has value to those special to you. I thought these were desire items, but no, they are affinity items. That's unfortunate, but I mean, it is okay. We're gonna get some of these by playing with red characters, like red characters? I guess it's green characters. No, Kirara is blue. Well, with some special characters, Ragnarok, Kirara, Shiranui, and Yukikaze. This week. Maybe they'll give us more, but honestly, not desire? Okay. So, 4 roses. You can get 4 roses. Also, if you complete the event up to 100 times, you will be able to claim Fuma plushies. You know, there's always the what's the name? The other items, the emblems, Lank emblems, crystal fragments, nanometal, fiber. All of those are always there on the event missions. What else do we have? So let's see. Logging, the logging event. Let me show you the logging. So for the first logging, we have a couple rewards. Most notable are the material kit top. We also have the element kit UR, 2 of those. And as I mentioned, 1 supporter ticket, event supporter ticket, which is awesome, honestly. Right now, if you're able to, I suggest that you grab Susune, because Susune is just too good. On the other hand, there's also Misaki and Arabella. If you want to save it for more copies of those, that's also a good option. Now, let's check what else do we have. And what else do we have over here? Surprise missions, yeah. The roses. Lightning package, yeah. Right now, in this moment, if you go to Arena, over top level, you're gonna find another copy of Sonic Lightning Ring. Where is Sonic Lightning Ring? Do I have her equipped? I'll just put blue. Aha, here she is. So now I have her 4 out of 5, which means we already have all the copies. 3 F2P, 1 paid with the pack, and right now, where is it? We still don't know where the last copy of Renewal Weapon is. We have it at 3 out of 5, but pay attention to the weekend missions. Probably it will be there, or next week we will have it available. That could also be the case. Now we have the event, the new story event. So we have here Clash Chinatown Crossfire, which is another roulette event as usual. With this, we'll get copies of Atomic Natsubasara, which give you HP regen for your lost HP on red. There's value in that. While I know the HP recovery of lost HP isn't the best effect, it is pretty fast, and if you pair this with 2 damage reduction supporters, it's going to be amazing, honestly, because you get a ton of value out of regens when you have a huge amount of damage reduction, and pairing this with Major or Sharia is going to be very, very effective. Then we also have over here the pickup gacha for the next playable character, that is going to be Lan. This one is actually pretty good. Fortunately, they didn't nerf this one. Reduce the cooldown time of character skills by 10% up to 20%. Increases damage dealt with the skills by 14% up to 28%. If Su is your ally, increases damage dealt with skills by an additional 10%. So that would be a 38% damage skill increase. Skill damage increase. Yeah, that's pretty strong. But the Su condition is kind of situational in most cases until she receives some kind of buff or new gear, which she might. Then, if you have this on the active, reduce damage taken by 20% while using a skill. This gets more value out of the skills that lock you in place and last long, and usually those skills already have some kind of damage reduction to mitigate the merit of being locked in place. So that's good, but don't think that you're always going to have that active. It's basically on the activation of the skill. It is a very short amount of time. Then the active summons sand spears and deals damage equal to 520% up to 1040% of attack, ensnaring the enemies for 5 seconds. Snare effect is pretty good, but the most important part is the 20% cooldown reduction for skills. That's really strong. There's only like 3 supporters that do that. So yeah, it is amazing. Let's see. We also have supporter formation. Well, we'll see that at the very end. We also have the Golden Pass, guys. If you want to grab Eleanor on the Golden Pass, it's here. She has piggy tails, I guess. I don't know. That's not a ponytail. I guess it's piggy tails. Twin tails, something like that. And you can change, of course, the hair. You can take off the accessories. You can change the color, and you can take off this. Yeah, honestly, due to Google policies, I think they're going with a very safe approach, and that's why they decided to take off the top part rather than the short. Probably it would have been the short if they didn't have these issues, but well, it is what it is. If you want to buy this, go on. But again, we'll talk about purchases at the very end. Now, let's go with the next one. We also have the World Tour reruns. Yeah. So right now we have a World Tour for Emily and Asagi, which is fine. They are 350 if you want to grab them. And throughout the month we will receive more and more of these skins. Then, what else? Account protection changes campaign. Okay. So, on manage account, you will be able to link your account to Google. So, that's another way to protect your account. And you can also grab a ton of gems with, well, not a ton of gems, like 50 gems, if you link your account to two different in two different ways. Maybe Steam and Google, maybe Steam and Facebook, whatever you want. So yeah, that's good. That's good. More ways to protect this, and I'll also talk about that later. The fact that they are linking it with Google specifically. So let's see. We will read these two in a moment, but I guess we can go to. Let me check. Am I missing something? Not for the most part. We still have luxury boxes. We still have Lighting Sonic package for those who are on PC and iOS, and even Stove. But many packages have been removed. The luxury room packages, the Lightning Sonic package has been removed on Android. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Not only that, they have removed a ton of skins. They are not for purchase anymore. Guys, be patient. I know it is very annoying, but as I mentioned, they are not going to let this be. They are going to fix it. Definitely. It would be too much of a problem if they didn't. They would lose too many players. That's the thing. So, what else do we have? We have the second controversy over here. So they made some adjustments to the supporter formations, as you can see. And something new is that we have three formations active at the same time. We have these stars, and we have an attack buff. Wait a moment. We didn't have an attack buff with the supporter formations. We only have an HP buff. What happened? What happened? Well, let me show you. So now we have another category to receive buffs from the supporter collection, and that's the S level, which, I mean, it is not that big of a deal. It is going to super buff the whales. Definitely, that's something that I don't like, but in general terms, you're still able to take advantage of this thanks to the SR supporters, thanks to the F2P supporters that they have given. So you will receive an attack buff, not as hefty as that of whales, but an attack buff nonetheless. And I mean, there are gonna be some supporters that are extremely difficult to S5 unless you use nano machines. But well, not to mention those that are limited and that they never rerun because they are pretty bad, or some special cases. So that's not the issue, honestly. The S level is not that big of an issue. The issue is that the formations are locked to these stars. And as you can see over here, you need to have a ton of S levels to unlock up to 3. So, over here, you will receive the following effects based on the collection points you have obtained. So, one option, two options, number of formations, 3 options and 125, and 4 options and at 200. I honestly don't think this is wise. They should give a bigger collection effect bonus. Yeah, for whales that's fine, but the formation options, the number of equipment that you should have, it should be 4 at 150 maybe, or 100. I mean, they shouldn't lock it. Or the thing is, whales already have an advantage with the S level and the enchantment and all the copies of the gears they have. So if they get another massive buff by having all the supporters, it is a big disadvantage for for F2Ps, honestly. It's going to be reflective dramatically on the, what's the name? On Total War and PvP. Most other modes don't care about this change, but those two, it's it's going to annoy a lot of people. Honestly, if Gremory is willing to reduce the requirements so that we can unlock the four formations so that we can equip them, it would be great. I mean, 100, 125, 150 maybe, but 200 points, basically have everything maxed out. That's too much to ask, honestly. Only a handful of players are going to have this, and that handful of players is going to be able to have an unbeatable score on VR. I mean, they already had, but it's going to be even worse. So yeah, that was not a smart move. As I mentioned, the S level, that's whatever. You only get a little bit of attack from this, and that's fine. But the formations, the ability to equip formations, that's the issue. And they updated this section, which is pretty nice. That you're able to equip multiple formations. That's going to be really useful, and you can use the filters to decide exactly what you want to equip. And honestly, I was expecting them to add more formations, but as far as I have seen, there are no formations, like new formations. I was expecting to see formations with Mirabel supporter, Threshold Asteroid supporter, something like that, but they're the same. I bet that they will add more formations, but well, that's another controversy. And we'll talk more about all the controversies in a moment. There's a couple more things that we gotta check. So, number one, further actions to in-game customs according to with Google Play policies, violations, blah blah blah. So, what are the changes? Custom included in character packs are going to be changed for 300 gems. So if we go over here to character packs and we check any character pack. Okay. Instead of giving us the skin, that also applies to Steam. Interesting. Guys, don't. I mean, yeah. If you wanted the towel, I guess that's bad. But honestly, it wasn't one of the most popular skin families to begin with. And the towels, I think, are 150 gems or 200 gems, and they're giving us 300. So they're making this pack a little bit more valuable than it was. So yeah, even so, it's not a great deal for the most part. So avoid them in most cases. In most cases, there are some special ones. Where is it? There are some special ones that you may want. Ooh, no way! No way! What are they going to do? So this one was a special case. It had the Halloween costume, and it has the Halloween weapon that was given on an event on JP, but when they put it on what's the name, on global, they make it a pack for the character release pack, and oof. So it's impossible right now to get the Kurenai Halloween skin. Not available. Oof. That's bad. That's pretty bad. I mean, I know that they will fix this some way, but I don't think they have to do this fast, guys. They have to fix these issues fast. Okay, so that's one thing. Rank pass, story pass, reward. There was a custom voucher. Rank pass. I don't know which reward. I think it was this one. It had the towels also. They changed it. And a story pass. It is the same, and it also had the towels, so they removed that one. It is whatever for the most part. Let's see. Task Force. Oh, it has another, a couple of other skins that they remove, I guess. Let's see. Commander rank up, reward voucher, bathrobe. They changed it to optical suit. Okay, they're still giving you a skin, and actually, bathrobe was cheaper than optical suit, so it's more value technically. That's okay. Again, it wasn't one of the most popular skins, the bathrobe one. Then login event for new Commander Day 14 reward. Instead of limited costume package, Gosha Academy 2. They changed it. I don't know what this is going to offer. Limited costume package, voucher, weapon, welcome costume 2. Okay, that I know where it is. It's over here. Isn't it this one? Let's see. Login event. Ah, no, it's a login event. It's a login event. Forget it. I cannot see it right now, but well. Yeah, they are gonna be doing some changes, and they're gonna adjust however they can. And let's check very quickly the box fixes and improvement before we talk about the controversies. So, the UI in the club page has been improved. Now players can check the time of application, join, kick of club members. Okay, the filter UI of the weapon inventory has been improved. Yeah, is that so? Let's see, inventory, weapon. We can select the character. We can select the weapon type. Okay, okay, yeah, I think they improved that one. Okay, similar to the other filters they apply to armory and such. Let's see. The function of EXP training facility weapon upgrade facility has been improved. If a character or weapon is redeployed in the facility after reaching max level, players can move instantly to Awakening Advanced Forge page. Okay, yeah, that's good. I noticed that one, and it is pretty decent. A login feature using Google account has been added. A link account reward has been added. Okay, the explanation of the unique skill of playable character Mirabelle has been modified. Okay, let's see that. How did they change it? I mean, I guess they are referring to the leader skill. Oh my god! Well, they actually did a big change over here. Particles put on an explosive suit while ultimate effect is active, allowing her to use the following skills. When equipped with 3 suppressed type supporters, increase critical rate. Okay, nice. Perhaps these were mechanics that were already in place, but they were hidden. But that's nice. When equipped with assist, increase the critical damage of riot tackle. Okay, that's super good. That's great. I love these changes. Amazing. Let's see what else. An anomaly where the result score would occasionally appear lower than the in-game score in Total War has been fixed. Oh, that explains why my score was lower. I thought they increased the difficulty. It was a bug. Okay. Fix an anomaly where some effects on the arena weakness chart were applied incorrectly. Fix an anomaly where after using Mirabelle's ultimate and moving to another map, the ultimate was forcibly cancelled, but the remaining duration was not cleared. Okay, that's great that they fixed that issue. Anomaly where the Magatama reset option were displayed incorrectly in certain situations. Anomaly on iOS devices where simplified Chinese button appear incorrectly when changing the in-game language. Anomaly where playable character Emily Simons stop moving when using the active skill of the supporter Emily Simons while in the skill 0 system in use. Okay. An anomaly where effects were displayed incorrectly during the cutscene in Main Quest 23-4. Anomaly where the visual effect of private room, theme Halloween party room were displayed incorrectly. Anomaly where certain supporter skills effects were applied incorrectly during battle on Time of 5 BR boss LWS squad. Oof. Well, good that they changed that. Anomaly where the retreat button was not interactive when the particle gauge was fully charged in battle arena. Oh, in battle arena. That also happened. Anomaly where the dispatch mission UI were intermittently displaying incorrectly on iOS. Anomaly where the dispatch mission lists were locked incorrectly when touching random spaces after scrolling the list. Anomaly where the effect of a skill Shikigami Vikala of the playable character Kijasusa was not applied. And suspension of cheaters. Yeah. So, okay, they did a. Oh, I mean, they have been working a lot. Poor team. I mean, yeah, that's a really chunky update, guys. Now, for those who only want to know about the update, that's it. But let's talk a little bit about the Android situation and also the formation situation. First of all, guys, be civil about what you want to express. If you are not pleased with these situations, I mean, death threats and um, angry rambling is not going to uh, help us. We need to express our discontent for sure. We need to be civil about it so that the devs uh, deal with it as fast as possible and they are not overly stressed so that they have mental issues or health issues. We don't want that, guys. We just want them to fix this as soon as possible. If you are displeased with all the changes, with the fact that, for example, this pack is not available for Android users, well, then don't buy stuff. It is okay if you don't want to buy stuff. Honestly, I am sure that they're going to do something about it, about the skins. They're probably going to increase the age rating, and that's probably the reason why they did the linking account with Google. They might not. They might do their own launcher. That might also be a possibility. But I think it's just better to stay with Google for them. As for the as for the supporter formations issue, just if you want to complain about this, ask Remory politely to lower the requirements to unlock all the 4 formations. I mean, it's fine if they decide to buff even further those who have all the supporters, because that way all players can have the benefit of having the 4 formations, or most players can have the benefit of having the 4 formations, while the whales keep being whales and they were already OP and difficult to beat, so it's not gonna be that much of a difference if they have a little bit more of stat buffs. But yeah, every player wants to have those 4 slots opening. It is likely. Keep in mind, well, we still, well, right now probably the 20 points means having all of the supporters, because I have a good amount and I have only 148. It probably means that they'll be adding supporter formations, or well, not supporter formations, but supporter stats for the collection with each update, because they added up to Natsubasara, which is the latest supporter, and also Lang is over here. So don't worry too much about the stats issue. Worry about the unlocking the formations. That's the real issue over here. So yeah, guys, if you don't want to buy the golden pass, or you want to postpone your purchase of any packs or items, that's understandable. And also be civil about your thoughts. Be sure to let the devs deal with this, because they are going to fix it. Both the problems they're having with Android, and if they hear a ton of complaints about this, it is likely that they lower the requirements so that everyone can unlock the 4 formation slots. So well, what do you think about the update? Do you think it is good? It is bad? I mean, there's a little bit of everything. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad, a little bit of controversy. Well, a lot of controversy. But there's definitely a ton of good things, like Mirabel's leader skill update, the archive that is going to give you a ton of resources, the excellent supporter that didn't get nerfed for Lang, the renewal for Sora, which is pretty impressive in my opinion compared to other updates, other renewals. They didn't change how she functions, but they did change most of her effects and the speed that she plays. So, anyways, that's about it for today. I hope you find it useful, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!